Look at this. 39 degrees. People out walking around with their kids. Any other time of the year, any other time, is this cold and you did this, it'd be what? Child abuse, probably? Be something that nobody would do, but look at this. Look at the kids. Sad. But yet if you ask them all to come to a feast day, to Moedim, to do anything like that, nobody would want to do it, right? All doing devil worship, right? Maybe we should go to the church and see what's happening there. Wow. That's right, October the 31st, 23. Look at what the world's come to. Dress up as demons and goblins and witches and warlocks, and wonder why their year's so bad. Wow. Yep, and even at the churches. Well, teach them diligently. Sad, huh?
Got little bitty babies out here.
Little bitty
babies.
Look at that.
Push them in strollers and little bitty babies.
Tell them not to lie, not to steal, not to be evil. What's wrong with you? And yet dress them up as little goblins and demons, right? Is it really okay to do it once a year? Just once a year. You know. And look who's supporting it. The government that doesn't support hardly anything worth anything anymore. Homeless people, people hurting, people needing food.
Teach them to be the children of the night.
Yeah.
Because why else would they do this at night?
Yeah. How come it's never 12 to 1 during the day? Firefighters out here.
Little baby over here.
Oh. This would be the time to tell them, right? Let's get out there. Surprised they ain't doing it at Sandville Wall. They probably already did it Friday or something, right? Wow. Hey, look, you can get in an ambulance with that guy. Ain't that neat? Ain't that sad? The same people when they're Grandma and moms and parents are getting hauled off an ambulance. They're crying and begging and praying, right?
Yeah.
But they're out here almost mocking death and playing stupid, and then well, that's what they did with this place. He wanted us to honk for their paganry. And usually I do honk, but not for this. Should we pull in and ask these people whether they think it's okay to have one night of witchcraft? Is it okay that Baptists have one night of witchcraft? They only serve the devil one night a year. That ain't, you know, I mean, they got the kids' ministry on the sign. And they got enough audacity to have, look at this place. Look at the size of this place. Look at that. Of course, they got the obelisk there, so that tells you a lot. But folks, this is what happens when people follow Jesus and not Yeshua. This is what happens when people don't keep the Sabbath and do the Sabbath day. And when you tell them anything, they get all mad at you. Because they're on the wrong team. And say what you will, this is the wrong team. We can all agree to that, right? We can all agree that nobody should be doing this, right? If you're working for Yeshua, if you're reading your Bible, doesn't it say that witchcraft, not to be sorceress, not to have sorcery, not to do any of this? Salem First Baptist Church, biggest day. Trunk or treat tonight. How can it be so? Wonder why our country's terrible. Wonder why there's people in there that don't know how to talk better than Elmer Fudd. This is why. Because we're teaching innocent kids to be... Look at that. And freezing cold. On top of it all, again, what was it? 39 degrees outside. Now, if we had a service out there at 39 degrees and kids came to it, you could almost guarantee it'd be on Facebook and all social media that we invited people in a 39 degree weather tent to have service, right? And most people would leave. You know why? Because we've already done it. Not when it's that cold, but spring and fall time when it's in the 50s and they can't get enough heat and they can't get enough cool, and they get all upset and they leave.
Wonder why their kids are sick.
Yeah, and how many people's gonna be sick tomorrow? How many of these people are gonna be sick? Shame, shame, shame. And these pastors are gonna have enough audacity to go get in their pulpits on Sunday and probably brag about it and proclaim how they love their Jesus so much and how he has done all these things for them that they can come out and be pagans and perform in witchcraft. Wonder why there's no healing. Yahweh, forgive us. Look at that.
Can't even leave your dog out like that.
Yeah, exactly. You leave your dog out in this weather, you get in trouble. Hey, there you go. Ain't that sorry. Wow. Wonder what our problem is. Wonder what our kids' problems is. Wonder why they don't know if they're a boy or a girl or a demon or a goblin or a witch or a warlock or any of these things. Yeah, they're freezing. How is that? Now that it's over, now they're freezing. Well, there we are, folks. Worshipping this stuff right here. But you guarantee when they go out there, they're crying like little babies about it, right?
Not in the graveyard.
Yeah. But yet, on this night, they go up there and skeletons and do all kinds of nonsense. And you know this used to be illegal? Did you know that? This used to be illegal in the United States. So how did we get from that to this? And especially the so-called church promoting it. And not just a couple of them, almost all of them. Right? They all got their little booths right there at their so-called building. Oh, look, what are we doing here? Oh, looky, the Pentecostal church. Oh, wow, looky here. Oh, they're marked steeple too, though. And it's okay, folks, if you wasn't taught or ever heard this. Well, it's not okay, but I'm just saying. There's the mark on the front. It's called a cross, right? Gee, I wonder what they're doing in here. I wonder what this night's all about. I'm sure it's a revival, right? I'm sure they're in there praying for all these pagans outside. Oh, no, they're inside. So is there any real assemblies? Any real congregations? Yes, there is, but most of them are doing this. Celebrating the devil on October 31st. But then they got the audacity to go on their Sunday where they don't realize they're worshiping their sun God, which is one and the same. And then they usually say at the end of everything, what? A-M-E-I-N or A-M-E-N or however they spell it, which is another name of the R.A. So see how it all fits pretty much together. They're really worshiping another God under a fake Jesus. And it's proven, right? But people say, oh, well, oh man, that's too much. It's too much, huh? It's too much to speak truth and say Yeshua is not Jesus and Jesus is not Yeshua. And the people that preach him and the people that teach him are not the same people who preach Yeshua. It's not the same. So would it be a far, far stretch to actually say that Yeshua, the Son of Yahweh, is our true Messiah? And this Jesus who says that we can do whoever made him up, says we can go and celebrate things like this. We ain't got to keep the Torah. We ain't got to do that. Sounds like the anti-Messiah, doesn't it? Is that a far stretch? Because they're all doing it. They're all celebrating the demons tonight. Right? And look at what time it is. 6:48. But I'm sure they'll go home and eat their candy and get their bellies full and get sick and probably somebody even be poisoned over it or something, right?
Yes.
There's always somebody got to poison somebody.
Yeah.
Why would that happen? How could that happen? Why would we let that happen? Don't talk to strangers. Don't get in strangers' car. Don't go around strangers. But on this night of the devil, go up and talk to strangers. Bye.